So let's go to Tommy in Bentonville, Arkansas. Bentonville, home of Walmart. Is that right, Tommy?
It's the home of Walmart and Crystal Bridges.
I don't know Crystal Bridges. Do they sell drugs there? What is Crystal Bridges?
You know what? It sounds like they do, don't they? It's a fun place to go visit. Lots of lights, outdoor trails.
There's no drugs at Crystal Village. It does kind of sound like a mystical place where...
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yes, Walmart's here.
There are no drugs at Walmart. None. Never. So what's up, T-Money? How can I help?
Well, Dr. John, my parents, or my in-laws, they actually just got a job where they have the summers off. And they want to... Yes.
Oh. I'm laughing at you, not with you on this one. That's awesome.
I know, because I'm not laughing. I was until it became real. And,
man. Okay, so I'm just guessing where this is headed, but go ahead.
They would love to spend a month with each kid and their kids and their spouses.
Yes.
And so they did tell us originally, they said we could stay in an extended stay.
Aww.
But then they haven't brought that up again. But I do know a month with them here means they're every day with my wife and me, and doesn't it sound so exciting?
Yes, dude, I'm so happy for you. You know what you're gonna have? Someone to critique how you mow the lawn, how you make breakfast, what you watch at night when you go to bed, your clothes.
Oh, yes.
It'll be so good. Now, not all in-laws are like that. If my in-laws wanted to move in for a month, I would love that. It'd be incredible.
Oh, great.
It doesn't sound like that is your situation. Tell me about it.
So my in-laws, they truly are great people. They would be your conservative, religious type of person. I guess if I put a stereotype, I'll put it this way: my wife just let her mom know this year that we drink alcohol, and we're in our 30s. Yes.
I was going to make a joke, but I'm not even going to go there. How did that conversation go? Was it hard?
It was hard for my wife, but because, she's never really separated herself in a conversation like that with her parents. And it was really healthy. Her mom responded well. Her dad is the one that I think, he's pretty legalistic. It's his way or the highway. Yep. It's his interpretation of the Bible or no way. And he's not talkative. He's not conversationalist. Just hard to be around for an extended period of time.
Okay.
So I think that my concern, Dr. John, is I think it's great that we differentiate from her parents, but I'm like, more than 3 nights a week for a month sounds like a whole lot. And I want to live my life in the month of June.
Yes. So two questions. Number one, what does your wife think of this?
I have more anxiety than she does.
Okay.
So she has asked me before, why does that make you anxious? Mm-hmm. And
do you tell her the truth?
I do. Yeah, okay. I do tell her the truth. Yeah.
And so even when do you say things like, I don't like you when you're around them because you regress 20 years and you become a 10-year-old and it becomes awkward for us? Are you that?
I haven't said that. No, I haven't said that.
Is it truthful?
I don't think she regresses 20 years. Okay. I do think that she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to offend her parents.
Okay.
So I think I need to have that conversation with her.
I don't want to offend my parents, but I also don't consider my life an offense. Do you see the difference there?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I will not bring whiskey, like in your situation. I wouldn't bring even fancy bourbon. I wouldn't bring it into my parents' house.
Yes.
But I'm not going to deceive them and go through a big hiding ritual every time they're coming over when I'm in my 30s. I'm not going to do that either.
And you know what? What's funny is I do collect fancy whiskey, and we used to hide it, and then it was like, we're not doing this anymore. And so you can see we're just at the beginning stages.
There you go.
Of trying to be healthy with my in-laws.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So that's why I have anxiety around this, yeah.
So and the second question is, do you have little kids?
I do. We have a 9-year-old. They're both girls, 9-year-old and 6-year-old.
Okay. All right. Whew. Man. So I can speak from, if my in-laws wanted to come, I'd love that. I think it'd be fun. But here's the differentiation. I live my life, and my wife and I are completely differentiated from our parents, meaning we do what we do. And if there's a Sunday that we don't want to go to church, but we want to spend it as a family and we're going to go hiking and do our thing, then that's what we do. I don't feel like I got to hide from people. If my dad and I have radically different political views. My mom and we are in sync on some things, super not in sync on other things. Some things my dad and I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in the intellectual sparring, but I'm not going to fight anybody, especially not my parents or my in-laws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm there. What I would caution you on is you're just in a hard place, brother, because your in-laws did a couple of things. Number one, they gave you the old, we could just stay in an extended stay motel.
Right.
Great, cool. Y'all go ahead and do that. You can do that. And if I don't know how that would fly, I know how it would fly in my house. So the second thing is they kind of introduce themselves into your home. Second thing is, it sounds like there's some marital tension here. And you've got to be very careful about talking bad about your wife's parents. Is she sensitive about that?
No, she's been really gracious, and she sees it. She sees that, hey, we have totally different lives than her parents. And we've even talked about it. So she has done really well. And I do feel like I can be honest with her. And I've told her it is hard for me to be around your dad for an extended period of time.
Okay, tell me why. Why is it hard?
Yeah, I've been.
Why do you care? And it's going to sound, I'm being provocative on purpose. Why do you care? If he just wants to sit over there and watch Fox News and be angry, let him. Like, why does that bother you?
Well, that is a fault of mine for sure, because I think I'm like, well, let's do something and let's engage in conversation, or let's have fun together. I think for me, that's what I would like to do. And I don't know why it bothers me so much. I wish I had an answer.
Do you wish, and this is going to be a hard question, do you wish he liked you? Or is there a sense that your father-in-law doesn't like you that much? Or would like you more if you had different life views or different lifestyles?
Yeah, I think I feel like I'm being judged by him when we're not engaging in a relationship.
There you go. And you feel like he's not in a relationship with you because of some judgment he's placed on you?
Possibly, yes.
Yes. Okay. Now I feel like we're getting at the core issue here. You, my friend, need to be confident in Tommy.
Okay.
And you need to be confident as a husband of a great wife, as the dad of 2 great daughters.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you need to be confident in, these are my life choices. These are my life philosophies. These are my life decisions, and it's mine. And if somebody wants to be a guest in my house, that's fantastic. I will be hospitable and kind. And if they don't want to talk to me, that is their loss, because I'm pretty awesome. And I'm going to go talk to other people, or I'm going to take my kids and we're all going to go fishing. And if my father-in-law wants to sit down and stare at his phone, that's a choice he's going to make, but I'm not going to own his choice. And what I would tell you is, you're chasing a fantasy, and I'm not saying this in an ugly way. You're chasing a fantasy that there is going to be a thing, one day y'all are going to align. And I want to tell you, you are not. There won't be an alignment. There may be arms, like a ceasefire. Like in my house, we made some rules: no politics, no COVID. Like we can't talk about it. So I made those conversation cards. Like I refuse to have these conversations just because it doesn't get anywhere. And so we are done with this. In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send you 3 decks of cards. I'm going to send them to you. Okay. And whenever this inevitably happens, which it's going to, you can practice over the holidays. And then when they move in with you, and Jude, so great, you can have them. But they're just cards like, hey, here's some other things to talk about. And if he chooses not to engage, what I want you to begin practicing is, it's not your responsibility to chase down a relationship with him. It's your responsibility to be respectful. And those are 2 different things.
This is so helpful.
Does that make sense?
Do you think I need to sit down with, or call him and just say, hey, this is kind of who I am. You know, do I need to have that conversation with them about when you're in our house, all the things that you said about, you know, our house is, if we have a glass of wine together, fine. If we want to go out together with the kids.
So
is that a healthy conversation to have?
One of my life rules is to speak to be heard, not to have had said something. And I said that kind of bonkers. There are some people that when an action happens, like an injustice happens or somebody gets offended or whatever, they make sure that they spoke on that issue. I want on the record that I said something about that. It's like living your life like a politician. I choose to only speak when I can be heard. What that often means is I'm not posting stuff the day after something happened because everybody's fired up. Nobody's listening. Or my father-in-law has the way he lives. It's the way he lives. And so if I call him, what he will hear in about 8 seconds is, I don't like the way you live. And if you're coming into my house, you're going to live like this. And then he's going to turn into an old Labrador and see who can pee up the tree the highest. And again, I'm speaking into your father-in-law. I don't know that guy from the Man in the Moon. Sure. I'm telling you, I would more like to take all of the air and drama out. I don't know that it's worthy of a conversation. You have a glass of wine at dinner. Great. When he's there and y'all are having dinner, then you say, hey, you guys want a glass of wine? And you just, like, as though it is, hey, will you pass the fork? Because right now it's y'all's heart rate that's getting up, not theirs. And then if they come to your house and y'all respectfully offer them a glass of your nicest wine and they decline, and then they want to throw grown-up temper tantrums about that, that's their challenge, not yours.
Okay.
And so I'm more interested in, if there's one or two things that you think would be fun, if he likes to go ride go-karts or go fishing or go hunting or whatever it is, if you think there's things there that would be great, yeah, set him up. See if he wants to go. He might just say, no, I don't want to go. And then you got to swallow it and go, whew, that's his issue, not mine. And by the way, I'm dating his daughter, so I win. You know what I mean? And he may just, you may be thinking about y'all's relationship way more than he is.
Yeah. Well, there's things I want with my own dad that I don't have.
Yeah.
And I know. See, now we're getting at the issue. I know we are. And I know that I'm like, I don't want to be.
And you're trying to transfer you and your dad's relationship issues and try to recreate something with your father-in-law.
Yeah, I think so.
And what I want you to do is let that fantasy go.
Okay.
Shake the man's hand when he comes over. Here's the thing. He's probably coming over for a month. I wish you could be like, no, we're going to say no. He's probably coming. And so sit down and make peace with like your life decisions and decide to not hide. What I will tell you is secrets are poison. And secrets will destroy your marriage. Secrets will destroy your relationship with your in-laws. Don't keep secrets. This is who we are. This is how we live. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to like have a discussion on who should be president. That's not going to be helpful.
No.
But my guess is that's not your style anyway.
No, I don't care to have those talks.
Yeah. And if y'all, if he grew up Baptist in a strong Baptist family and now y'all go to a different church, that's just where you go. Don't lie, don't hide it. Be proud of who you are and what decisions you're making. And if y'all want to make different decisions, make different decisions. But all of this, yeah, man, it took a few minutes, but you got some challenges between you and your dad. And you want to make sure that's not replicated. And you see your father-in-law as a chance to fix that. And it's not. The way you fix that is in your relationship with your kids. And the way you can fix that is being open and loving your 9-year-olds and being connected to them and letting them see you have friends and letting them see you not be tense with your life choices. Own them. Own them. Own them. And be respectful, super respectful of your in-laws. It's their choices. And it may be that, hey, we're going to take the TV out from downstairs because I don't want this news blaring 24/7 when they're here. They can go upstairs and listen to it, or they can go in the back room and listen to it. We'll put a TV in your room so y'all can just sit back there and watch TV all you want. But out here, we don't watch TV. We got puzzles out. We got games out. We got whatever. We got the questions for humans cards that I'm going to send you. So hang on the line, Tommy, and Kelly will get your information. She'll mail them out to you. And that's just my gift to you to save your family. That's all they do. They just save your family. I probably overstated that a little bit. But Tommy, you be proud of Tommy, man. Love Tommy. Tommy's a good guy. He's a good dad. He's a good husband. He's a good guy. And if your old man comes around, that's even better. But own Tommy. Let's move on from there.